Jeff Conaway was an actor best known for his roles in the movie Grease and the show Taxi, and for his appearances on the reality TV shows Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew and Celebrity Fit Club. His life was marked by a series of health problems, which led to his tragic death. Join Facts First as we explore how Jeff Conaway's cause of death was utterly tragic. On paper, it may have seemed like Jeff Conaway didn't have much to complain about. During much of his life, the star was a hit actor known for his performances in shows like Taxi and movies like Grease. Sadly, the star had a long history of drug and alcohol addiction, which he struggled with for much of his life. He first entered rehab in the 1980s and continued to battle addiction throughout his career. In 2008, Conaway appeared on the reality TV show Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew, where he received treatment for his addiction to painkillers. Conaway's appearance on the show in 2008 was a turning point in his battle with addiction. It aired on VH1 and featured a group of celebrities struggling with various addictions, including drugs, alcohol, and sex. During his time on the show, Conaway was honest about his struggles with addiction and his desire to get sober. He received treatment under the care of Dr. Drew Pinsky, a well-known addiction specialist, and he participated in individual and group therapy sessions. Conaway's addiction to painkillers was a major focus of his treatment on the show. He'd been using prescription drugs for many years to manage chronic pain related to injuries he sustained during his acting career. His addiction had become so severe he was taking up to 50 pills a day. While on the show, he experienced a number of setbacks, including a relapse during which he left the facility to get drugs. But he eventually returned and completed the program. Addiction was only one of Jeff's problems. After leaving Celebrity Rehab, Conaway continued to struggle with addiction and had several more stints in rehab. But his appearance on the show can still be seen as an incredibly significant step in his journey towards recovery. It also helped raise awareness about the challenges of addiction and the importance of seeking treatment. Despite his continued struggles with addiction and his tragic death, Conaway's willingness to share his story and seek help remains an important example for others who may be struggling. In addition to his addiction, he also suffered from a number of physical health problems. In 2010, he was hospitalized after suffering a fall at his home, which left him with a broken hip, broken arm, and a brain hemorrhage. He underwent surgery to repair his injuries, but his condition continued to deteriorate. Health problems aside, Conaway continued to work in the industry. He appeared on the reality show Celebrity Fit Club in 2010 and was slated to appear in the movie The Asylum in 2011. But his declining health ultimately prevented that from happening. On May 11, 2011, Conaway was found unconscious in his home and rushed to a hospital in LA. He was in a coma and placed on life support. On May 26, his family made the decision to take him off life support, and he passed away the following day at age 60. The cause of death was listed as pneumonia, sepsis, and encephalopathy. His death was a tragic reminder of the dangers of addiction and the toll it can take on one's physical and mental health. Despite his many struggles, Conaway will be remembered for his contributions to the entertainment industry and his legacy as an actor. How Jeff became a star. Jeff was born in New York City in 1950. He began his career in showbiz as a child model and actor, and later attended the prestigious NYU School of the Arts. His breakout role came in 1978 when he was cast as Kenickie in the hit musical film Grease. The movie was a massive commercial success and helped to launch his career as a leading man in Hollywood. He went on to star in a number of other films, including the horror classic The Toolbox Murders and the drama The Eagle Has Landed. But he's perhaps best known for his role as Bobby Wheeler on the hit TV series Taxi, which aired from 1978 to 83. According to reports, Conaway suffered from chronic back pain throughout much of his life, which was believed to be related to his work on the set of Grease. It required him to perform a number of physically demanding dance sequences and stunts. In particular, he was required to perform a dance number on a car hood, which was believed to have caused significant strain on his back. After filming Wrapped, Conaway began experiencing chronic back pain, which he attributed to his work on the movie. He underwent a number of surgeries and treatments to try to alleviate his pain, but his condition continued to worsen. In 2010, when he suffered the aforementioned fall at his home that broke his hip and arm, it exacerbated his existing back problems. Many blame this for the downward spiral of the actor's death. Conaway's legacy is one of both talent and struggle. He was a gifted performer who brought joy to audiences with his work, but he also struggled with addiction and the challenges that come with it. His work continues to be remembered and celebrated by fans of Grease and Taxi, and his legacy serves as a reminder of the importance of taking care of your mental and physical health. The Grease cast has spoken on Jeff's legacy. Many of Jeff's fellow cast members from Grease have spoken publicly about their memories of him and the impact he had on the film. John Travolta, who played Danny Zuko, has spoken fondly of Conaway in interviews. He's described him as a good friend and a talented actor, and has praised his work in Grease and beyond. Olivia Newton-John, who played Grease's female lead Sandy, had also spoken about Conaway in interviews before her recent death. She described him as a lovely person and a great actor, and expressed her sadness at his passing. Tragically, she went on to pass away in 2022. Other members of the Grease cast, including Didi Cohn and Barry Pearl, have also spoken about Conaway's talent and his impact on the film. They too have praised his work as Kenickie and his contributions to the film's overall success. It seems Conaway is remembered by his Grease cast members as a talented actor and a good friend. His contributions to the film are still appreciated and celebrated, and his passing is still mourned by those who knew and worked with him. Grease itself is a beloved part of pop culture that's had a lasting impact on the world since its release in 1978. Jeff remains immortal on screen. One of the most notable aspects of Grease is its iconic soundtrack, which includes hit songs like Summer Nights, Grease Lightning, and You're the One That I Want. The film's music has become a cultural touchstone, and its popularity has endured for decades. Beyond its music, Grease is also remembered for its memorable characters, including John Travolta's Danny and Olivia Newton-John's Sandy. The film's themes of love, friendship, and self-discovery continue to resonate with audiences of all ages, and remains a favorite for many. Grease has also had a significant influence on the film industry. It helped launch the careers of many of its stars, including Travolta and Newton-John, and paved the way for other successful musical films like Footloose, Dirty Dancing, and Mamma Mia. The legacy of Grease is one of lasting popularity and cultural significance. Jeff Conaway might not still be around, but the actor was lucky to have starred in iconic properties like Grease and Taxi during his lifetime. Because of his involvement with such classic works, he'll never be forgotten. Jeff found success in the entertainment industry during his life, but his cause of death was utterly tragic. Now it's time to hear from you. Did you know that Grease star Jeff Conaway suffered from substance abuse during his life, and that he even went on reality television to try to help it? Let us know in the comments section below.